Welcome back to another episode of Life as Medicine with myself, the author, Nerida Mills. Today I'm going to read to you from a little bit of a different section of the book, which is right at the front, Chapter 2, The Fundamentals. My body communicates loudly with me. It has ever since I lost my hair at the age of 19 while gallivanting across the globe. This was the birthplace of my curiosity of the body-mind connection. It was one of the playgrounds I would explore healing from for over 2 decades while questions remained unanswered. The beautiful thing about that communication is that it has led me to understand the workings of my body and ensure the vitality needed to live a life that I want for myself. It has shown me that the parts of myself that I have unconsciously suppressed, avoided, and expressed. It has forced me to listen, act, and integrate the lessons or pay the price of my ignorance. Along the way, however, there have been points in time where things just haven't made sense, many times in fact, and not just for me, but for the doctors I was seeking help from. I didn't have a roadmap and the doctors didn't look at all the pieces. As a result, the path has not been optimal or efficient. Fast forward 20 odd years and not only had I still not been able to reverse my hair loss, but my body would break down further, eventually leading to a range of symptomatic diagnoses to explain the symptoms: alopecia, functional neurological disorder, which is just as unfun as it sounds, colitis, and chronic fatigue. Eventually, after decades of looking, I found the one that explains the cause. I had Lyme disease. While intention was good, what was lacking here was an understanding of the bigger picture. I found that I would go to a doctor and the doctor would isolate the symptom I was having. The doctor would look for a resolution to that symptom, and maybe if he or she was a good doctor, the doctor would be open to speaking about what might be causing the symptom. Safe to say those were few and far in between. Quick disclaimer here, I am not anti-Western medicine. In fact, I am very grateful for it, as it has literally helped to save my life and heal one of my babies from a very nasty burn. Saying that, I think Western medicine is the perfect example of what goes wrong when we don't fully understand the big picture, the principles that govern a thing, the cause for a symptom, or where and when to use a part of the whole. When we overuse one way of being, we miss the opportunity for deep healing. The big picture in relationship to the body includes the environment of the body. This includes the pH of the gut, the blood, and the fluids generally, the state of said fluids from which the organs are getting their nutrients and getting rid of their waste. It includes the waste elimination process of the body generally and the effectiveness of that system. It includes the fascia and the pressure, contortions, and slackness that contribute to the functionality of these systems. It includes the emotions and addictions that your body-mind are developed in, both in utero and in early childhood development and subsequent traumatic events, along with our level of safety we perceive as a result. Our nervous system responds to that perceived safety with an executive decision, directing the immune system in what to attack and what to protect. It includes billions of both friendly and parasitic microorganisms that coexist in the body and how they impact all of the above, along with our own unique genetic makeup and gene mutations. And I am sure that there are many more contributors too. When we fail to look at the whole picture, we do things like what happened to me. When I was 21, a doctor recommended hormone replacement therapy without thinking of the consequences of that recommendation. The only focus was on removing the symptom, which in my case was hair loss. While I enjoyed my hair, I wasn't willing to risk unknown side effects of a lifetime of hormone replacement therapy and a disruption to my natural hormonal balance just to get my hair back. While this has now been disproven as an issue, at the time there was a lot of talk of extended hormone replacement therapy leading to increased risks of cancer, something not taken into account in the recommendation. Call me crazy, but that's just not how I roll. Symptom-focused treatment is absolutely required, specifically when we are dealing with an acute presentation of an injury, pain, or dysfunction in the body or in our lives. Within the symptomatic treatment, however, if we want full healing, we need to address the cause as soon as possible. If we want to get better results for the problems we face, either individually or as a society, then we need to look at what currently gets in the way of optimal and efficient results. It is generally not intention that is causing the damage to the outcome. The detriment or failure of any treatment or solution stems from misdiagnosis and or inappropriate or incorrect dose of the medicine that is seen to be the solution to the symptoms being experienced without taking into account the root cause. We can look at this through the lens of impacting societal outcomes, improving systemic processes like education, the way we relate to the environment, or how we use medical intervention, or indeed our own individual results. This is most likely to occur when we don't understand the principles that govern a thing or the points of influence we have within it. Just like the body, life requires and offers medicine for the optimization of longevity of experience. However, using acute medicine to treat a chronic illness is never going to have good long-term outcomes. If you want proof of that, look at how sick people are and how many people continue to live with chronic illness and the now added side effects of the treatments to said chronic illnesses. Look at the mental health of people living in privilege. Our modern society is a culmination of solutions to discomforts and inefficiencies as they were seen at the time. We should be the happiest, healthiest people in history of mankind, and yet we are not. While we have longer lifespans, we are at risk, and we are collectively we are sick, and we are collectively not happy, not at peace, and not enjoying the extra time offered through greater longevity. We have spent much time, money, and effort treating symptoms of the body, symptoms of the mind, symptoms of lack or inadequacies, symptoms of conflict, and symptoms of inequity. More and more people, however, are now looking deeper as these symptoms persist or even worsen no matter how many band-aids they use. We are looking for the cause. It has become obvious that more things is not the answer to our inner sense of lack. More cannot heal what we feel is missing. It has become obvious that band-aid solutions that are essential for emergency situations are not the solutions for chronic long-term issues, be they societal or personal. In order to actually create fundamental change in our bodies, minds, or societies, we must look at what is governing them. What are the levers that, when moved, have impact? What can we actually influence? What creates the most sustained and efficient change towards the future we want? Life is limited. Why waste time band-aiding solutions that continue to fester when you can knock out the infection causing the inflammation and pain? It might be more painful for a minute, but then the infection is gone and we can go back to optimal expression, health, and perception. When it comes to life, three things are the basis of our experience: matter, energy, and perception. This includes what you think, the house you have, the energy exchange of the relationship dynamic. What we are dealing with is energy, matter, and perception. If we break it down further, that is just energy, because matter and perception are created by energy vibrating at different frequencies. If we want to go down a rabbit hole, I would take it a step further and say that energy is mainly space, and within that space all we have is consciousness. What we are actually manipulating is various states of consciousness. Get your copy today.